Hello friends, excuse the look. I didn't do anything with my face today because I didn't want to. And the sick children walking around behind me. But I wanted to showcase the Moodstruck Brow Obsession Palette, which I'm obsessed with and might be backwards right now to you, but that's okay. Seriously, my new favorite thing. It's lined out like this. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 are obviously light brown, dark brown. 3 and 4 are the highlight. 3 is a pink. 4 is like a like a cream color. And then 5 over here is the setting wax. This is the medium Brow Obsession Palette. It comes in light if you have like blonde to light brown hair, medium if you have like light brown to dark brown hair, and then a dark for dark brown to like black hair. And I seriously am obsessed with it. I also got our new Brow Artist brush, which I love. It has this angled end, and then it also has a flat end. The angled end I use for the actual brow, and then the flat end I use for the highlight. So, my eyebrows are special. This one, and can we just all give a hallelujah for the bold brow movement, because I used to pluck these like nobody's business, because there's like a cowlick right there. And so it would be all like, phew, shaboo, shaboo. And now I can embrace it and fill it in, and it's like on point. And then on this brow, I don't know if you can see, I have like a big old bald spot from all the plucking, which again, just hallelujah for the bold brow movement, because I'm just going to fill that sucker right in. So, here we go. I use, because my brows are actually kind of darker, and you're not supposed to do this, because you're supposed to use the lighter on like the inner and the outer part of your brow, and then the darker in the middle. But because my brows are actually kind of on the darker side, I use the darker color to kind of like fill in and do the, which again, like YouTubers and just little Facebook videos have taught me so well to, you know, do like hair-like strokes so it looks natural. Just wonderful. It's all brilliant. So I'm going to take a little bit of the number 2 with the angled part of my brush. And I'm going to start with this one and fill in the little areas first. Again, just little strokes, little hair-like strokes, so it looks pretty natural, and already looks better. What? And then I also take, and again, I didn't even know this. One of my sponsors, her name's Dana, I watched her eyebrow video, and I didn't know that you were supposed to use the lighter color on the inside and outside. I've been like extending out the end of my brow with the darker, just because I think it's because my eyebrows are a little bit on the darker side. But you know what? Your brows, you do you. Do what you feel comfortable with. So I do take a little bit more of the number 2, and I just extend the tail of my brow, just out a smidge, just like that. Then I do, because I don't like to like stack the colors, so I'd go ahead and do the number 2 on this brow. So again, I do the hair-like to kind of blend in with my special little cowlick. I'm so thankful I joined this business, because already I've learned so much. I just want to cry. It's so beautiful. And always follow the hair growth of your eyebrow. Don't Don't get crazy because you want them to look natural, okay? So again, mine just go, you know, some people have cool little arches. Not me. I guess I have an arch right here, but mine are pretty straight across. So just gotta embrace what God gave you. Okay, and then I am going to extend out that tail. Boom. And then I kind of wipe off my brush just so it's not so dark, because then I'm going to go back with number 1 to do the rest of the filling in. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. I have 2 sick babies here. It's very sad. They both are running temperatures, and I don't know why. They've been extra cuddly, though, so I guess that's a perk. Okay. Boom. So that's it for the coloring in. That easy. Now, I go back. Well, this varies, but now I can take the setting wax. Sometimes I do the highlight first, sometimes I do the setting wax. So I'll do the setting wax. And I do know some people, Dana, who do color, like whenever you're going to initially fill them in, to kind of skip a step, they do color and then wax right after it so that you don't have to go back in at the end and just do the wax. I haven't honestly tried it that way, so I'm just doing it the way that I've started to do it. So then I get a little bit of the wax on just to set it. And I like to, especially where I did the hair-like strokes, so that I don't blend them in or anything, because I want them to still look like hair. I just dab it right there in the front of my brow. And then the rest of the brow, I go ahead and just stroke it on over. So then on the second one, dab it right here. And then stroke it on over. I hope you can still see. Okay, I was going to say, I hope I'm not covering it up. Nice thing about the wax, it keeps the pigment in place and also keeps your hairs in place. I mean, come on. And if I have my whole face done right now, shoot. Okay. Now, this number 3, first of all, it looks really bright pink. It's not whenever it goes on. But I have started, and this one, it's not as waxy as the number 5, but it's not powder. It's pretty, not gel, but it's not powder. Both of the highlights are cream. That's the word I'm sorry. I'm looking for. They're cream-like rather than the powder that 1 and 2 are, but they're not as waxy as number 5. Just FYI. What? You're okay. She dropped something. Uh-oh. Okay. Now what I have started doing is I take a little bit of the number 3 on the flat side of the brow brush, which, by the way, hallelujah, hallelujah. Little bit of the number 3, and then I go over to the number 4 and I get some of that as well. And a lot of people, if you've watched brow videos, they use concealer to like clean up their brows. Well, stop, you're gonna knock it over. Get back. I have been using this highlight now to clean up my brows. So then I just go under. I start at the brow bone because that is where I want the most highlight to be, because I don't want it to be super highlighted right here. And you can see it's not blended in right now, but that's because I still have a lot of pigment on my brush. So then I go over to the other brow. I do the same thing. And again, you can see, not blended at all. But now that there's not as much pigment on my brush, I go back. And really lightly, like I'm not even pushing at all. I'm just running my brush over where I put the highlight to blend it out more. You can't even tell now, can you? So, I do it on the other one. Again, not even pushing. Just running it over. On fleek. That's what the kids are saying. Then, after I do the bottom, I kind of go in here. I do, whoa. Didn't expect that much to come off. A little highlight on top of the brow bone. Again, look at that blendedness. No, not yet. Let me go back. Blend it out, girl. That highlight. They're getting a little crazy. Okay. Right. There we go. Then, usually to finish it off, and this is usually, oh, girls, look what you found. Yes, you're so pretty. To finish off the look, I usually do like my finishing powder, and you know, I'm doing all this and this with the face that I've done, and then I just go whoop, 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 and that'll be with like finishing powder on, but I don't have any right now. And bam, there we go. But Ashley, they're not even. No. Want to know why? Because your brows are not supposed to be sisters. They're supposed to be cousins. Okay? So, Moodstruck Brow Obsession Palette in medium. Just like that. And my new obsession. And now I'm going to have to finish my whole face because I love this makeup so much. So, say goodbye, girls. Say bye-bye. Bye. Oh, very good. Thank you. Bye, guys.